Hello, I am going to record this kind of nervous system feel good flow that I did with my classes last week in the studio. Starts off with some hip openers, and as you know, I really love that body wave cat and cow flow. After doing something kind of challenging, it just helps to reset your nervous system. So I think in this workout, I've got like 4 different variations of that. So we'll get started on one medium spring. So generally for my balanced body reformers, that's your red. If you have this reformer here, I'm doing a green and a yellow. So let's come on up to standing. I'm going to be facing you. So my right side is down, toes slightly turned out, and my left foot, the arch of the foot, is gonna go on top of the shoulder pad. So I really wanna recruit this right glute because I wanna keep my hip externally rotated. I don't want my hip turning in because that also puts a lot of pressure on your knee joint. So squeeze a little bit of that right glute, extend the left leg, and control as you bend it back in. Straighten through that inner outer thigh and control it back in. Paying attention, are my hips hiking as I extend and bend this leg? Can I try hard to keep my hips stable? On this one, we're gonna hold the leg straight, and then we're moving from our outer hips and thighs and pushing out a little further. Control with those inner thighs as you come back in, and then bend your leg back in. My straps were making me stuck and I couldn't go as far, so adjusting that. So straightening the leg. Control with your inner outer thighs as you go further. Inner thighs pull you back in, then bend the leg back in. Pushing all the way out. Control as you push further. Think of your pelvis dropping down through your thighs. Inner thighs control you back in, bend the leg back in. Let's do one more time. Pressing out, control as the pelvis sinks deeper through your thighs. Inner thighs control you in, bending this leg back in. Now we're gonna plant the foot on the mat. So my toes are totally turned towards the shoulder pad. I'm keeping this left leg bent as I shift into my hips to the left. Again, my pelvis is dropping down through my thighs. Inner thighs control me back in. So as we're side lunging to the left, sink down into the hips and control as you draw that back in. One more time. Pressing out, sinking down through the hips and thighs. Control as you bring that all the way in. Now I'm taking this left foot to the furthest shoulder pad, toes forward. Hands can go down on the mat. Find that length from your head to your tail and see how far out to the side you can go. And then if you want, if you have that space, you can drop down onto your forearms. So we can stay out here and just breathe into those inner thighs, that groin, or you can move in and out and see if you can get a little deeper each time you push out. And then slowly control as you bring that all the way back in. Next, we're gonna come down onto our knees. And this is our first cat and cow body wave that we're going to be doing. So hands on the foot bar, knees down, and you're facing the foot bar. So feet are against the shoulder pads. First, I'm going into this up stretch. And we're lifting up through the heart, the crown of the head, and I'm dropping down through my hips. I'm pushing the foot bar away, dropping the hips into the springs. And then I'm gonna shift my hips back into a child's pose. My arms stay long the entire move. And then from here, I'm thinking of angry cat as I undulate, rounding the spine, shifting back forward into that upstretched position. Dropping the hips down into the springs, Sitting the hips back towards the heels into child's pose. Roll through the spine. Coming forward, hips forward, heart forward. Push away. Hips shift back. Roll through the spine as you come in. Dropping the hips down. Shift the hips under you. Roll through the spine as you come in. One more time. Push away. Hips shift back towards your heels. Roll through the spine. As you come forward, we're going to reverse it. So long arms. Shift your hips back into a child's pose. Keep your arms long as your hips shift all the way back, dropping your hips into the springs. Roll forward into that upstretch. Round the spine back into that angry cat. Shift the knees away from you. Heart lifts, chest lifts as we come in. Rounding the spine back. Knees push out. Heart lifts, hips come forward. One last time. Rounding back. Shift the hips open into the springs. Heart comes forward, chest comes forward as you come in. And then let's step off to do that hip series on this other side. Sorry, you have to look at my backside. So first we're starting with our left foot turned out, right foot on top of the shoulder pad. Keep your hips square as we extend the leg and bend the leg. Extend and bend. Hold this leg out long. Keep it straight as you continue to push further to the right, thinking of your pelvis sinking down through the hips and thighs. Find your inner thighs to pull you back in, bending the leg back in, pushing out. Control as we push further, opening up through the hips, inner thighs. Stay tall in your spine. Control with those inner thighs back in, bending your leg back in. Good, 2 more. Grow tall as we push further. Inner thighs control you back in, bending the leg back in. One last time, pushing out. Control as we go further to the right. Inner thighs pull us in, bending this leg back in. Let's drop our right foot so the toes are still facing the shoulder pad, but you're flat on the mat. We're keeping this right leg bent as we side lunge to the right. Think of your hips sinking down through your thighs, and then find those inner outer thighs to pull us back over. Sinking to the right, side lunge, and inner thighs control you back in. For 3. 2. 1 more time. Shifting over, sinking down through those hips. Control as we pull it back in. Take your right foot to the furthest shoulder pad. Draw your hands down on the mat, pushing out for a wide leg split stretch, seeing how far you can go. And then maybe we drop to the forearms. Feel the length of your tail widening behind you. Feel your heart extending forward. Visualize a nice long flat back from head to tail. Breathing into those inner outer thighs. And then control as we pull back all the way back in. Good. So now we're gonna add on, make sure your headrest is flat. Let's grab our straps, make sure you have access to them. And then we're gonna be on a single medium spring, okay? So legs through the headrest, have about a hand's distance of space to your backside and the back edge of your mat. For me, I got a big old bubble butt, so I like to keep my knees slightly bent because it just helps me roll through my lower back, my pelvis, without feeling grippy in my hips or my lower back. So you can always keep your legs straight if you want to. So take a deep breath in, Start from your bottom, tip the tail under, keeping your legs bent if that's where you are. Pause and breathe in. Once you're back there, ribs flex forward, upper abs curl you. This time I want you to fold over your thighs at the top so you get a little bit of a lower back stretch. Rolling up to seated and then articulate down. Tail scoops under, pause and breathe in, flexing into the ribs, rounding through the spine, rolling forward, one bone at a time. 3 more. Keeping your shoulders in your pockets, especially as you're coming forward, because you don't want to overreach with those arm joints. You'll lose that core connection. Last 2. Upper abs flex forward, rounding through the ribs, reaching forward. One last time, curling back. Pause and breathe in, exhaling into those upper abs, rounding forward, and then sitting up nice and tall here. So taking a deep breath in, reach your arms down and pull them back. Control as we release forward. Down and pull back. Control as we release forward. Feeling like your arms are reaching down. Not so much that they're pulling behind you because we want to stay open through our chest and the shoulders. Last 3. Wrists are nice and straight. For 2, knuckles pointing to the floor. 1, coming forward, fingers in the little loop here, palms facing each other, open out to a T, control as you close, exhale as you pull, inhale to release, really working through the upper arm bone. And I don't want you going beyond your shoulders because then you start to just get pinchy in those traps and the base of the neck. 2 more. Last one. Bringing it forward. Taking your palms into the loops of the straps, palms face up, bicep curl, flexing in and extend out long. Exhale, bend. Inhale to lengthen. The higher up your elbows are to shoulder level, the harder this one is. Lower those elbows, the lighter it is. One more time. Good. I'm gonna take this a little bit lighter because I know what's coming. So we're gonna hold our bicep curl. We're gonna hinge back with a flat back, keeping the bicep curl with us. Relax those shoulders, connect with those lower abs to lift us back up and release those arms back forward. Bicep curl and hold. Hinge from the hip crease, long line, flat back. We lean back, lower abs lift us back up and release those arms forward. 3, hinge, lean. Exhaling as we lift and release. 2 more, bicep curl. Lean with a flat back. Exhaling back up, release those arms forward. Last time, flex, hinge, exhale, lift, and release. We're gonna add on again. While we're back in that flat back, we're gonna extend and bend those arms. So bicep curl, hold. Hinge with a flat back. Keep your gaze lifted towards the top of the wall and the ceiling. Reach your arms out, exhale, flex. Inhale, reach, exhale, flex. Keep your heart lifted. Keep your gaze lifted. One more time. Hold your bicep curl, lift into those upper abs back to seated. Last variation. This one's a hard one. This is like a classical variation. So again, same thing that we've been doing. Hold your bicep curl, hinge with a flat back. And instead of extending the arms out, we're extending those arms up. And with this flat back, hinge forward and release. Roll it up to seated, bicep curl. Lean with a flat back, reach up to the ceiling, rise all the way up. Folding over. Roll it up to seated, lean back, reach up tall, and release. 2 more, flat back, lean, reach, and release. 1 last time, bicep curl, hinge, reach, and rest. Whew, good. All right, I'm gonna drop my straps in just because I know that my straps get in the way when I do other things. So we are going to have 1 medium, 1 light spring on, and we're gonna add our boxes on the long way. So we're gonna go on our bellies, facing the foot bar. So laying down. And this first round, it's a multi-point move. So just listen and follow along and you'll be fine. So first we start with exhaling, pressing away. Shoulders are in the pockets. We're just lifting the heart to the rib line, like your ribs are just barely kissing the box. Don't lift any higher as we come all the way into the bumper. Then I want you to float your hands away so the back engages, the belly engages, and then lower everything back to the start position. Exhale to push you away. Lift the heart, the rib line. Bend yourselves all the way into the bumper. Float your hands away. Lower everything down. Press. Lift your heart. Bending your way in. Float. And release. Press away. Lift the heart. Make sure your legs are just strong behind you. You don't want them lifting when you lift because that's when it can go into the back negatively. Last one. Coming forward, bending in. Float your hands, hold it here. We're going to extend those arms over the foot bar. Exhale, bend those elbows in towards your body. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to pull. For 3. Hold those arms out long. Lift your heart up a little bit more. Swim those arms. Breathe in. Breathe out. Just the arms are swimming. Breathing in. Breathing out. Last breath. And release. Hands in front of the shoulders. Elbows are in front of the box. Stay flat and low in your ribs. Legs are strong. Exhale, tricep press. Extend and bend. Exhale to press. Drop those elbows as you come in. So try not to let your ribs pop and flare. If your shoulder joint doesn't allow you to have this full range of motion, go as far as you can. I don't want your ribs popping away from the mat because that's when we can negatively go into the back. Also pay attention, where are my wrists on the foot bar? We don't want them driving under the foot bar because when our wrists are flexed, it gets into the joints, forearms. Last one. Bringing it in. Now I'm going to make a diamond with my hands. So the heel of my hands are on the foot bar, and those elbows are more like a 45-degree angle. Pressing away and bending back in. Exhale to press. Inhale to bend. Starting to feel those triceps kick in. Last 2. Last one. Bend it all the way back in. Drop down to just a medium spring. Keep that diamond shape with your hands so we're still connecting with those triceps. Legs stay kind of close together so you don't hit your feet on the risers. And jump, land, jump, land. Keep the ribs and gaze low so you don't negatively go into your back. Shoulders in pockets. 10 and land. So we're still on just one medium spring. Press away. palms press straight down, shoulders in pockets, full swan this time. Lifting the heart, the ribs, the belly button, and then lengthen yourselves back out over the box. Root down into the foot bar as your head lifts, your heart lifts, your chest lifts, and then lower back over with control. For 3. Stretching through the belly. Growing up through the crown of the head. Soften through those elbows. Legs are strong and active behind you. One last time. Lower with control. Bend your arms, bring it home. And let's change to just a light spring tension. Taking off your medium so you just have the light spring tension. We're coming up on top of our boxes on hands and knees. And you're stacking your shoulders and wrists over the foot bar, hips and knees on the box. So the first cat and cow wave, we sat our hips back towards our heels. This one, I want our hips and knees to stay stacked. So while you're here, lift your heart, your tail into cow. Keep your feet and shins heavy as we push the carriage away, dropping our chest down into the springs. Let the neck and head go as we start from our lower back, round through the spine, back into the bumper. And then at the end, lift the heart, the tail. Flat back hinge, pushing away, dropping the chest down. Round through the spine, flex into the spine to curl you into the bumper. Head and tail lift, flat back, dropping your chest down. Roll through the spine, curling your way back in. 2 more times. And just breathing into your back, sending your breath through the ribs, through your belly, really helping to calm down that nervous system. Keep your angry cat back, and we're reversing it. So lead with the head as you drop down into the spring. Lead with your head and heart as you come into the bumper. Round the back, curl, push away, drop the chest. Heart lifts, head lifts, tail lifts as you come in. Rounding for 3. Rising up and in. Curl through the spine, push away for 2. Heart lifts, head lifts, come into the bumper. 1 more time, roll through the spine, dropping down. Lift the head and the heart as you come back in. Good. So we're staying on this light spring tension. We are going to lay on our left side. Go ahead and grab the strap that's closest to you and hook up your right foot into the strap. I want you laying on your side so that your back is, for the most part, fully supported on your box. And then your headrest, depending on the length of you, can be up or down, and you can be supporting your head. So, bottom leg's bent in, top leg is straight. Stack your hips, your ribs, your shoulders. As the straight leg sweeps forward, stick your booty out behind you so you feel this lovely hamstring stretch. Now connect with that hamstring as you exhale the leg back in line with the spine. Straight leg sweeps forward, tail sticks out behind you. Exhale as you draw it all the way back. Inhale forward, feel that hamstring stretch. Exhale, working the hamstring as you draw it back. My box is small. I feel like my leg is just hanging there. 3 more. Making sure your back is long, not rounding into the lower back. 1 more time, stick your booty out as you go forward. Exhale, reach the leg all the way in line with the spine. Stretch the leg out so much so that you feel your waistline stretching out. And without collapsing the waistline, lift the leg a little higher and lower. Lift a little higher and lower. Not much, if any, movement of the carriage here because you're constantly feeling this reaching sensation into your foot strap. Finding this outer hip and thigh. Lead with the blade of the foot with the pinky toe side. Last 3, 2, 1. We're gonna sweep the leg forward, stick your booty out. Same thing, little lift and lower here. Last 3, 2, last 1, go up, big circle all the way around. 4 more of those, go up, back, all the way around. For 3, 2, 1 more time. And of course, we have to reverse that. So go up, forward, exhale it back. Reaching up and around, exhaling back. For 3, 2, 1 last time. And rest. Let's take this strap off of our foot. Carefully close your carriage. Carefully press yourselves up to seated. And do a figure 4 stretch. Whew, crossing that right ankle over your left thigh. Breathe into that outer hip and thigh. That one creeps up on you. You feel like you're fine, I'm fine, I'm fine, and then all of a sudden you're like, I'm not fine. I was saying that in my class the other day. I was like, it just really just starts to kick in. You're like, it's working. I want to do kind of a medium spring tension here. So drop your light, go to a medium, and then flatten your headrest. Go ahead and grab your straps. Scoot your butt pretty close to the front edge of your box. So if some of you guys have these double loops, you can always change your resistance, lower, lighter, higher up, heavier, okay? So laying yourselves back on your box, adjusting. I want your back fully supported. More than likely, most all of us, our heads are not going to be supported. Legs to tabletop. Palms are facing down. My gaze is forward between my thighs or on my belly. I'm reaching my arms up to the sky and then control as I lower back down. Exhale to lift, keeping that tail heavy as I lift. One more time. I don't want to go beyond my ears. Palms face in. Exhale, pull out to a T. Same thing here. Don't go higher than your shoulders. One more time. Palms face up, bicep curl, flex, and extend. Keep those upper arm bones still and steady, so you're really working those biceps. One more. You can either come up to seated or just let your head rest back, your feet rest down, whatever works for you. So this next round is the same exact arm series, but we're adding in leg variations. So when you're ready, legs to table, head curls forward. Palms are facing down. As I reach my arms out, my leg goes up. Control as I come back in. Extend the other leg as the arms go up. Control as you come in. Exhale, reach and bend. Reach and bend. Gaze is forward, not up. One more each side. Palms face in. Curl a little deeper in those upper abs. As your arms go out to a T, both legs extend. Control back in. Reach apart and together. One more. Bring it in. Palms face up. Legs go straight up to the sky. As I do my bicep curl, I'm slowly lowering my legs to my point of control. Release the arms, legs to the sky. Lowering, controlling as you lower, doing your bicep curl. Release as you fold back up. 2. One more. And release. Carefully rocking up to seated. And we gotta change our springs back to that light spring tension so that we can do our hip series on the other side. So, laying yourselves down, hooking up that top foot into the strap. Bottom leg is bent in, top leg is reaching out long. Stick your booty out behind you as the leg sweeps forward. Exhale into this hamstring to sweep you back in line with the spine. Sticking the booty out purposefully, opening up that hip socket so the leg can sweep forward. Exhale as you go back. And in doing this, it's just ensuring that the back isn't changing, the hips aren't changing. We're just allowing this leg to move freely like a pendulum in the hip socket. Last two. Last one. All the way back in line with the spine. Stretch out that waistline. And then lift the leg a little higher and lower. Try not to lead with the toes. Think of more leading with the heel of the foot. So you keep this connection in the outer hip and thigh. Keep your waistline long. One more time. Stick your booty out. As the leg goes forward, lift up and down from here. Keeping your carriage steady. Sticking that booty out, nice long flat back. Last 4, 3, 2, turn it into a big circle all the way around. Make those circles as big as you can. Everybody's different. Try to keep the hips stacked, not allowing the pelvis to fall behind you. We got one more in this direction. And then let's reverse it. One more. And rest. Let's remove this strap. Carefully pressing yourselves up to seated. And let's do that figure 4 stretch. Crossing left ankle over right thigh. Maybe leaning your heart forward, your chest forward. Breathing into the outer hips. All right, so next is going to be short box series. So turning our boxes to short boxes, just add a couple extra springs just so that your carriage stays steady. And grab your strap here at the end. Make sure your foot bar's flat if that's what you need to do. So I usually prefer my feet in Pilates V, but the way how this strap setup is, I really can't. So do what works best for you. I'm sitting right on the front edge of my box. And then I'm really focusing on keeping my knees bent, because when we extend and bend the knees, you're just activating your hip flexors and you're not utilizing your core at all. So keep your knees bent. So as you're going back, like flex into the feet. Take a deep breath in. Start from your bottom. Your tail starts to tip under, starts to round back. I'm keeping my legs bent. Pausing here, relax the glutes, relax the shoulders, breathe in. Exhale into the ribs to curl you to seated. Take a deep breath in at the top, tip the tail under, flex through the feet, keep your legs bent as you round back. Pause here, breathing in, flexing into the ribs, curl into the spine, rolling up one bone at a time. 3 more. 2. Exhale to flex you back up. One more time. Pause and breathe in. Ribs flex you forward. Reach your arms out in front of you this time. Shoulders in pockets. Take a deep breath in. Exhale as you tip the tail under. Roll behind the bottom. Lift the arms to the sky. Lower the arms back down. Ribs flex forward. Curl to seated. Tip the tail under. Roll behind the bottom. Both of the arms lift and lower, flexing into the ribs, round up to seated. For 3, arms lift and lower, curling into those upper abs. 2 more times, rolling back, reach up and down, upper abs curl you to seated. One last time, keep those knees bent as you roll back, lift the arms, lower the arms, flex into the spine back to seated. Now we're going to get into the obliques. Make sure that you are leaning out to the side that you are reaching towards. Don't counter twist and lean away from the side. That's when you can start to twist into the lower back negatively. So still keeping the knees bent. Keep the legs even. Don't let them pedal out. It has a lot to do with your range of motion. Start from your bottom. Tip the tail under, rolling back. I'm leaning extra weight into my left hip. Sweeping my left arm open, reaching out to the left side. Exhale, finding that waistline to curl me back up. Tip the tail under, roll behind the bottom. Lean into the right butt, reach with the right arm, breathing in. Exhale, ribs flex and curl you back up to seated. Alternating sides a few more times. Flex through the feet, keep those legs, the lower half of the body completely still. So that also means no pedaling out of the hips. We are shifting our weight in the hips, but I don't want you to twist or pedal out those hips. Last one. Exhaling back up. So now I'm going to scoot my butt back until I feel like I am no longer touching the frame with my feet, and I'm really pulling back into my straps. I'm engaging my quads, kicking up into the straps. You can feel that it lifts you up and gets you taller in your spine. We're going to draw the hands behind the head. I want your elbow points forward because it keeps your ribs knit together. So kick in the thighs, squeeze those glutes. We're hinging from the hip crease with a flat back. We lean straight back. Those lower abs kick in, and I'm exhaling me back up to seated. It's not about going down far, but reaching out of your waistline. Exhale to lift you back up taller. Inhale to lean. Exhale to lift. 2 more times. Inhale to lean. Exhale to lift. One last time. Inhale, hinge. Exhale, get taller. We're going to add on. Lean back, hold your lean. Extend your arms out long by your ears. Back to your head. Exhale, lift you back up. My body is quivering. Inhale, lean. Reach, bend. Exhaling to lift. 3 more. Lean, lengthen, bend, and rise back up. For 2, reach, bend, exhale, lifts you. One last time. Lean, reach, bend, and lift up tall. Whew, rest for a second. This is our next cat and cow variation of the spine. So we want to keep the legs long, and we are flexing back into those feet. So hands go back behind the head. First, we're going into a rounded back. So the tail curls under. We're rolling the spine back. Hold it here. Lengthen the heart, the tail into a flat back. And then with your flat back, rise up to seated. Tip the tail under. Curl under the pelvis, rolling back. Lengthen out the spine into a flat back and rise all the way up. 3 more. Curl and roll back. Lengthen and rise back up. 2, flex and round. Lift the heart, rise up with a flat back. One more time. Curling under, roll back. Heart lifts, chest lifts, rise up. Stay in your flat back. We're gonna reverse it. You're gonna lean back, chin to chest, curl through the spine forward. Spine is long, flat back, lean back, upper abs, flex into those ribs, roll forward. 3 more. Lean, exhale, round. Keep kicking long and active into those straps. 2, we lean, exhale, chin to chest, we curl forward. 1 last time, flat back, lean, exhale, chin to chest, round through the spine, forward. Dive all the way forward to your toes. Shake your head no. Shake your head yes. Just send your breath into the lower back, into your hamstrings. And roll it up to seated. Let's take our boxes off. And be sure that your straps are on, excuse me, if you're like me, and take them off. And then we are going to drop down to just a light spring, and we're gonna do our final spinal flow, so that cat and cow variation, just to kind of calm down that nervous system again. I have a platform that I can put on my reformer, so if you want, you can do that. Just as nicer on my hands. So again, stacking shoulders and wrists, stacking your hips and knees. With a flat back, we're dropping the chest down into the springs, and then roll through the spine, curling up 1 bone at a time. Lift the heart, the tail, drop the chest, sit bones lift up to the sky, hips and knees are stacked, tuck the tail under, curling into the lower back to bring you into the bumper. 1 more time, flat back, dropping the chest down into the springs. Tail curls under, roll through the spine to bring you into the bumper. Keep angry cat back, reversing it. Head drops down. Lift the heart, the tail, come into the bumper, rising up. Round the spine, push away. Drop your chest. Lift the heart, lift the tail, come forward and in. 1 more time, rounding the spine, push away. Lift the heart, the tail, come in to the bumper. Good job. All right, we're all ready for feet and straps. So generally I use 2 red springs, 2 medium springs. You can also do a medium and a light. Makes it harder on your core. So figure out what works for you and lay on down. Pushing away, hooking your feet up. Long legs, either parallel or turned out. Those legs fold and stretch up to the sky. And then exhale into those hamstrings, the back of your thighs, to let those legs lower to your point of control. Inhaling as you fold and stretch up. Exhale as you press into those hamstrings, reach long and away from you. Let's do 3 more. Making sure that the spine stays neutral. No movement of your pelvis, no movement of your spine. On this last one, we're gonna reach out and down to our point of control. And then we're gonna go into frog. So we're gonna bend at the hip and knee. Exhale, press out long. Flex and extend. 2 more. Last one. Press all the way out long. Turn it into your circles. I like to stretch out as wide as I can. Fold those legs up to the sky. Exhale as we press down. Reaching out and around. One more in this direction. Let's reverse it. One more. Legs fold up to the sky. Grab close towards your hardware and just gently pull down for a nice stretch through the backside body. Maybe wag the tail a bit from right to left. Maybe allowing those legs to open out. Maybe rocking a bit. And then anything else that your body may need, we are all through. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope your body feels better, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you.